Hey guys, it's me, Hey Archer. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy these videos. This is actually a different one. I don't believe I've actually done one um, as far as being a discussion video on a specific movie. I've done the 2-minute reviews, which you'll see the link above for the Joker. For the first episode of Titans Season 2, I did a kind of longer form video. But this is going to be more of a spoiler-filled discussion on a movie. Mainly because I didn't think that I could properly review Joker without giving you spoilers. So if you do want spoilers to the movie, keep on watching. If you don't want spoilers, better turn it off. Watch the 2-minute review of it, and then come back after you've seen the movie. As I said in the review, I thought the movie was amazing. I actually loved the movie, but I do have a sort of bias, right? And my bias towards the movie is that I thoroughly enjoy the psychological murder type movies. So, one of my favorite movies of all time is American Psycho. So, or even Devil's Rejects, those kind of movies. I do enjoy those. So, my opinion may be skewed. However, I also really like the Batman mythology. So that's also why I like, and I'm pretty sure why most of you would love this movie. Off the bat, one of the things I loved, and no pun intended there, one of the things I loved about the movie is there is no Batman. It's truly a Joker origin story. It does take, a couple things from different movies. For example, they say that, he was in an abusive household, much like Joker said in the Dark Knight Rises movie, or the Dark Knight, I'm sorry. They also, his angle is that he's a failing comedian. So that's also from the animated universe where that's what he was. And he ended up doing a heist to make money. In this movie, there's no heist. What I love about it is that they took from You Were Never Really Here, which is something I, predicted and thought when I watched that movie and saw what Joker was going to be about, as far as the mother-son dynamic goes between Arthur and his mom. What I loved is that they did a different ending to that tale. The fact that in You Were Never Really Here, he kind of goes over the edge because these crooked cops, spoiler for that movie, by the way, these crooked cops go after him and kill his mom. Whereas in this movie, Arthur kills his own mother when he finds out that she actually adopted him and had lied to him his entire life. He was under the impression that that was his mother, and she had this fixation with Thomas Wayne. Arthur's mom is actually delusional, and she just imagines things as, life progresses. She imagines that Arthur is truly her child. She imagines that Arthur actually is the son of Thomas Wayne, and it turns out it's all fabricated in her head. Now, that little nugget, right? That little nugget gets thrown in to the story about halfway in. And now it opens a whole can of worms. As you're watching the movie, you're starting to wonder, is Joker really Bruce Wayne's half-brother? Because you don't know that she's lying when you first find out. And that was the interesting part, was I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, are they trying to rewrite the Batman lore here? Or are they going to try something different and do that they're related and we've never seen this before? Now, the second that comes up, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking that there will be some continuity issues here. Mainly because Arthur in this movie is about between 30 and 35, I'd say. Because his mother's been writing letters to Thomas Wayne for, I think, over 30 years. So he's about 30 to 35. And Arthur goes out to see Thomas Wayne to say, like, hey, I'm your long-lost son. And you see Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne at that moment is probably about 10. So now we're factoring there's about a 20-year difference between the two of them. So now as I'm sitting there watching this movie, and maybe you felt the same way, as I'm watching this movie, I'm thinking, all right, if Joker is the main villain for Batman, when Batman truly becomes Batman, right, when he's in his 30s, because he's training through his teens and 20s, comes back to Gotham probably mid-20s, but fully becomes Batman in his 30s, at that point, Joker would be in his 50s. So how could Joker take these kind of beatings from Bruce, being almost half his age or whatnot. So I started to think about that, and it another nugget there stayed in my head as the movie continues. So you come to find out that Alfred, that's who I believe is at the gate with little Bruce. Alfred says, "No, your mom was crazy. You're not Thomas Wayne's son. She made it all up." He goes to Arkham Asylum, finds the records, steals the records, and it turns out that, his mom made the whole thing up. So Arthur in turn goes and says, "All right, you've essentially lied to me my whole life. You're not really my mom anyway. So let's just call it what it is." And he kills his own mother. Finally pushing him kind of over that edge. Now, there are things in the movie that progress to let you, see him turning into the Joker. But that was like that final straw. Now, keep in mind, he thinks he's Thomas Wayne's son. There's an age difference between him and Bruce. He kills his own mother because the mother imagined everything. Let's fast forward to the end now. End of the movie, Joker is full costume. He's, under arrest for killing Robert De Niro's character on TV. And you see when Bruce and his family leave the theater simultaneously to Joker being in a cop car. They go in that alley, somebody in Joker mask follows them in, and all of a sudden an ambulance comes and T-bones the cop car that Joker's in. Now, I want you guys to put in the comments below if you thought this was going to happen, if you thought this is where the movie was going. Car gets T-boned. I thought Joker died. I thought they were going to kill him there. When that person comes in the alleyway to shoot Thomas and Martha, I thought he was going to shoot Bruce. And I thought we might be going into Flashpoint territory. Reason being, again, age difference between Joker and Bruce. Something I didn't mention before, but Thomas Wayne was in this movie a lot, or more than I thought he should be. But he was there a lot, and if he wasn't directly in it, his presence was felt. And three, this could have been DC's chance to kind of do something different, to turn the Bat world on its head and show the world the Thomas Wayne Batman universe. So when they went in that alley and shot Thomas and Martha, I was like, oh, all right, so we're not doing that. So Joker is Joker. But what's interesting is that at the end of the movie, and actually, sorry, before I keep jumping here, there's no script. I'm just going with it. When Joker finally kills his mom and goes back to his apartment building, he goes to visit his girlfriend, and it turns out she's not his girlfriend. Turns out he made all that up too. So he has the same condition his stepmom has, where he fabricates things in his head of what reality is. So he ends up killing, you assume he kills her and her daughter. So at the end of the movie, when Joker gets T-boned, he comes out of the cop car, he stands on the hood of the car, he's all like arms in the air for everything. The next scene is him in the insane asylum, which leads to believe that any of that even happened. Did he shoot the host on the TV show? Did he actually cause all the riots? Did he shoot those 3 guys on the subway? I'd say some of that, it's up for interpretation. I feel like the general ideas happened. I think he did kill those 3 guys on the train, only because you see that in the scene where he's imagining his girlfriend there, but then you see that she's not. Much like Fight Club, when Tyler realizes, or when Ed Norton realizes that Brad Pitt's character is not really there. They did kind of one of those. So since he saw the thing about the clown murder, I imagine that's real. But I don't know if the ending's real. I don't know if him getting T-boned and, being in front of all these clowns on the hood of the car, I don't know if that's real. I think that might be a lie, or it might be in his head. But I was really hoping for some Flashpoint shit. I was really hoping for that, because I felt like all the dominoes were falling in place for that to be where this was going to go, in creating its own Bat universe. So let me know down below if you thought that was going to be the case as well. And I apologize. I know I'm jumping around here. Something else I was really kind of thinking as I was watching this movie, and again, Joaquin Phoenix killed the role. I have no complaints about Joaquin Phoenix in this movie. One of the things I was wondering is what if they had gotten Christian Bale to do this role and got him to lose weight again like he did in The Machinist? Or what if this movie came out like 10 years ago when that came out? That would have been a pretty cool thing to see. But that was something I just kind of thought as I was watching the movie. I was like, I feel like there should be a version or some sort of maybe like a casting reel. I'm not sure what those are called. When you recite something of Christian Bale being Joker. Christian Bale, if you've seen and watched this discussion, I need you to do that because I think that would be amazing. You being Joker. Now, I did have a couple complaints about the movie, right? The movie I felt did drag a bit, even though it's not a long movie, because I feel that the points were made, and so at certain points I felt like they were dragging, but very minor. I mean, that's me just kind of nitpicking it. It's very minor. There were points where I was just like, all right, let's get this moving. The other thing that I'm not sure if this was unintentional or not, or maybe this was done in editing, but when he stopped taking his pills, he stopped laughing a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed that. When Arthur turns into Joker, I feel like the point where I can start saying he's Joker is when he kills his mother. So when Arthur becomes Joker and he kills that other clown in his house, there was no laughing there. Like that, to me, that would have been a crucial point to him letting that Joker laugh out. He murdered the guy who essentially helped ruin his adult life. The guy who gave him the gun in the first place. The guy who let all these things happen. That would have been a really good time to have him doing the laugh. Same token, when he's on the talk show with Robert De Niro, there's no crazy laughs. There's no crazy laughing when he murders the guy or murders the host on TV. There's no crazy laugh before it. It was a great moment of monologue of him talking about mental health and people not caring, but the laughter stopped. All the laughter you saw in the first 2/3 of the movie kind of died off at the end. And that really stuck out to me for some odd reason. Maybe I need to watch it again, and maybe I missed it. I feel like it's not something you miss, but I felt like the him laughing that really died off as the movie progressed, and when Arthur turned into Joker. So that was kind of an issue I had overall. I thought the movie was fantastic. I want you guys to comment down below if you thought it was fantastic. Comment down below if you lost sleep over this, because I know that one of my friends was saying a friend of his said they couldn't sleep after watching the movie. I'd be curious to see if any of you feel that way. But overall, I thought the movie was great. I loved where it was going. There were no crazy twists to the movie necessarily, unless it turns out things didn't really happen. But I thought, like, as we got to the end, like if I was one of the writers or the director and I got to the end and I knew Flashpoint existed, that would have been the moment where I say, we could do some crazy shit right now. We can do some real crazy shit. He's older than Bruce by a lot. So we could say that that's why he's not Joker when Bruce becomes Batman. But hell, we could make it so that he's not even Batman at all. He goes to shoot Bruce and Martha. Bruce's dad fights back. The gun goes off, kills Bruce. And now Martha Wayne becomes Joker. Thomas Wayne becomes Batman. I thought that would have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. But who knows? Maybe down the road that becomes a thing. I think that storyline of Flashpoint just has not been used enough. And maybe for good reason, because I don't want them to butcher it. But a world where Thomas Wayne is Batman, I mean, that movie's amazing. If you've seen it, if you have not seen Flashpoint, you should. I thought this could have gone that direction. They didn't. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I didn't think that going into it. I just thought of it as the movie progressed. So I want to hear from you guys. I want you to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this movie. Let me know if you like these points that I brought up. Like, comment, subscribe so you can see more of these discussion videos. And let me know down below, actually, if you do want these discussion videos. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.